You're welcome back, and this is your financial marketplace. In our first story here today, Ghana's second oil field, Trinidad Anyira and Tommy, popularly known as the 10 field, is finally expected to pump its first oil next week. Engineers working on the vessel, named FPSO Atta Mills, are finalizing work on the field with a 25-year lifespan. It has the capacity to produce about 80,000 barrels of oil daily. Project Director Terry Hughes tells Joy Business an average of 23,000 barrels is to be produced daily and ramped up in due course.
We are expecting that first oil from the 10 field will start within the week. We're still in the final stages of commissioning, working on some of the big major equipment. And if all going well, we should see first oil from the FPSO John Evans Atta Mills within the coming week.
What is 10 going to do in terms of oil production and its benefits, volumes and value?
We have a forecast of what oil production will do for 2016. It's actually on average 23,000 barrels every day in 2016. Obviously we are only starting up now, so we've only got half a year to go. So we'll be producing significantly more than that to make up the average. One of the things we need to realise though is that we're in the very early stages of a very large field. We don't actually know with a great deal of accuracy how the field is going to perform. So we're quite cautious with our numbers and why we like to quote annual averages. But within the week we'll start the field up, and within the first few months we'll become more confident on how the field will do, and hopefully it will do better than our predictions.
Now, in other stories, residents and some commercial drivers in the Volta regional capital, Ho, are bearing the brunt of irregular supply of liquefied petroleum gas LPG, which has led to the continued shortage of the commodity. Scores of consumers are set to be queuing up at the various LPG stations awaiting supply of the product. Correspondent Fred Kwame Asari visited some LPG stations in Ho and filed this report.
Checks by Joy News at 10 LPG stations in Ho on Thursday revealed that there are only 3 dispensing LPG to consumers. Taxi drivers who are hardly hit by the phenomenon have parked their vehicles at LPG stations overnight, forming long queues in anticipation of getting the commodity. At the Goil filling station off the Ho Betoe Road, domestic consumers had to compete with taxi drivers to fill their cylinders. A taxi driver lamented bitterly about the irregular supply of LPG.
Oh, gas shortage, and you could heal a taxi driver even cramming taxi
The shortage of gas is really affecting us. Not only taxi drivers, but domestic users as well. Most filling stations get short of the product for about 3 to 4 days. We most at times have to report at the filling stations at 2 a.m. and spend the whole day there. If you are not lucky, you won't get the gas. We are really suffering. Even as we speak, I was in a queue at a different station where the queue was moving very slow, and a friend called and told me to come here. We are really suffering within these 3 weeks.
An attendant at the Petrol Bay fuel station who pleaded anonymity told Joy News that their station got delivery of LPG just last night. He noted that for the past 3 weeks, they received LPG supply once a week, thereby reducing their sales. Darlington Cabo believes the perennial shortage of LPG in Ho is due to high demand.
Actually, we need more gas. Yeah, we need more gas. Because even of late, if you want to buy domestic, you have to be in a queue for so long to the extent that even sometimes you have to spend the whole day here in a line, moving slowly before you get a gas, which I think is affecting day in, day out activities, both at home and then at work.
We probably 3 weeks now to come, but before you go to know it's finished. So if you can be in the queue and it will finish, you have to go back. Or you leave your car there, or you can't see that go around. So I'm looking for gas for the past 3 weeks. So today I went around. I've been to Soko de Loque. The queue is more than talking about. So I moved to this place and I'm now in the queue. After the funds get back, the domestic, it will reach with the cars.
Some of the drivers who fuel their vehicles with both LPG and petrol have resorted to petrol, whilst those who solely use LPG are forced to park their cars. Most of the LPG vendors could not say what has led to the shortage, but believe whatever the problem is would be resolved soon. Fred Kwame Asari for Joy News.
And now from LPG, let's do some revenue stories. As part of the Ghana Revenue Authority's single window policy, an electronic payment zone is a major part of the major country are to be established. This will facilitate payment of port charges and other services by exporters to the authority. Exporters in the past have had to endure several bottlenecks in transacting businesses with the GRA, and the proposed arrangement will make it more flexible for shippers and other stakeholders. Head of IT at the Custom Division of the GRA, Albert Akurugu, noted structures to house the E-Zone facility are already in place at the Kotoka International Airport, Tema Port, and the GRA headquarters are waiting for rolled out soon.
The creation of E-Zone at the ports is to serve as a one-stop shop for all exporters, making it easy to conduct their businesses. This forms part of measures under the GRA's single window policy to synchronize operations at the ports. Speaking to Joy Business at the sidelines of an interaction with the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, Head of IT at the Customs Division of the GRA, Albert Akurugu, noted structures to house the E-Zone facility are already in place at the Kotoka International Airport, Tema Port, and the GRA headquarters, waiting to be rolled out soon.
The E-Zone is basically a facility that will enable the importer to be able to walk in and have answers to all their concerns, be they queries or even when they need help or support in terms of processing their trade documentations. So typically, if you go to any E-Zone or the client service center and instantly you want to send information to be able to generate an EIDF for the purposes of processing or even apply for a permit online, you could still do it at the E-Zone as if you are working from your office. Because once you have been licensed to operate on our platform, with that unique identification number, you should be able to access the system wherever you go.
The event offered an opportunity for both Ghana and Nigeria to share experiences towards promoting the growing of ECOWAS economies. Executive Director of the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, Olusegun Awolowo, touched on the expectations of the meeting.
We were here to come and see what the Ghana Customs, what they're doing on the single window platform, and to take shared experiences back to Nigeria. We believe this is a very important tool for trade facilitation. Ghana is Nigeria's #1 trading partner in the ECOWAS sub-region. So it's very important for us to see how we can add to facilitate trade. Our economies are bleeding now because of the falling oil prices, and but as we all strive to diversify our economy, we believe that the ECOWAS region, trading within that region, can really help us out.
The GRA emphasized introducing innovative measures to increase the nation's revenue base from export and import taxes.
Now, it is finally here, the golden opportunity for prospective homeowners and general consumers to access a one-stop shop for all housing needs. We're talking about this year's edition of the Multi-TV Habitat Fair, which has opened at the Accra International Conference Center under the theme, Affordable Housing for All. Sarah Josu reports on our special Friday feature, saying consumers are looking for a wide range of housing solutions with a real value, and they cannot afford to miss the event.
Housing is one of the 3 basic necessities of life, yet possessing a house or a land to begin with appears to be a huge achievement for many. The Habitat Fair, however, seeks to change this, at least for individuals who would be at the event. Participating real estate companies are poised to make this a reality. One of them is Elegant Homes and General Construction. How exactly? Let's hear the Executive Director, Dorothy Kwashi.
Those who patronize our fair, our stand at the fair, will enjoy 10% discount on all houses purchased during the fair, in addition to free remote-controlled gate and garage, fitted kitchen, and video entry system at a total value of about $10,000 US. We are expecting a lot of people to visit our stand. We are also expecting to generate more leads compared to what we did in the previous ones.
Acquiring a house or land is definitely not the end of the story. You definitely need the best materials for the best finish. And that's where companies like Caspon Group Limited come in. Irama Sewapoku is the marketing manager.
We are giving away 5% discount. Yeah, I'd say 5% discount to everybody who comes to our stand at the fair and picks up this flyer. Give out 5% discount. Marbles and granites were not well known. Even though some people knew about it, others didn't know. So we decided to take part in this fair to expose granite and marble to everybody, not only the high class, but to everybody.
And what good is a beautiful house by all standards without equally beautiful elements to make the home tick? Samsung is one brand that comes to mind when you talk of such products. And I bet you had no idea about their built-in kitchen. Here's the general manager for products.
Apart from these brands, Samsung is also into built-in kitchen. So let's say you visit, you visit somebody's house, you see a built-in oven, you see a built-in...
That must be very posh. What Samsung kitchen?
A built-in gas cooker with a dishwasher, with a hood, or people also refer to as an extractor.
Yeah.
Basically, that's that.
After sorting out all your housing needs, you would be thinking about your automotive to enjoy your cruise outside the home when it becomes necessary. And they definitely need to be in good condition. And here, the company, Auto Centrum, would be as the fair to provide all solutions plus more. The managing director, Selina Tehas, explains.
We've been doing the free car wash thing with you, and then we are enjoying the whole concept. You have a clinic here, a car clinic, which will, diagnose your car and see if you have problems with your car, and then they can advise you what you have to do next stage. Because sometimes you see a car and you think, hey, is this car, being used in the system? But then sometimes they would love to have products to maintain their cars, but they just don't know where they are. So if you need, to maintain your car, don't hesitate to call Auto Centrum.
And that's not all, because there would be many more companies with a wide range of housing products and services on display at the 2016 Habitat Fair at the Accra International Conference Center this weekend. This should offer you, the consumer, the luxury of options in your choice of housing solutions. The more reason you can't miss out.
Now, let's touch base at the Accra International Conference Center to find out firsthand where our correspondent, Sheila Tamaklo, is. Sheila, take it over. At the Accra International Conference Center to bring us up to speed on what exactly is happening as this year's the 2016's Habitat Fair there at the Accra International Conference Center. As and when we touch base, we are going to reach her, and so she can actually get us some feed from the ground as we speak. But in the meantime, let's take some other stories here on the marketplace. And the managing director of Barclays Bank Ghana, Patient Achiano, believes there are no shortcuts to becoming a successful leader. The first female boss of Barclays Bank says it should not be in difficulty all this is. Let's take a cue from this. Ready, and also as and when Sheila is ready from the ground at the International Conference Center, we would actually get it to you. Now, first, let's take a cue from the Barclays story.
You've described your time with Barclays Bank as rewarding. Surely the rewards would sometimes come off the back of failures. Where would you say would have been maybe the lowest point, and how did you pick yourself up?
Yeah, as a finance person really, and accounting is very technical, till I became finance director, a lot of my success, was around demonstrating my technical capability, how competent I was, And so for a long time, I downplayed relationships, etc. And I got things done. And I found other people, now thinking about it in retrospect, it's like people used me. So like, they know I get things done, you go get it done. Whether you step on this or jump, whatever hurdles, you have it done. And in the process, some relationships, were hurt. And realizing, thank God I came to my senses, and realized, later on that a very important part of moving to the next level is relationships, how people actually need to like you. And that was one thing I hadn't focused on. I was so focused on just delivering excellent, work. I was task-oriented, But then I learned, so I stepped back and realized that yes, some of my relationships were not where they should be, even in the work environment around me, And so I deliberately, took pains to work on those relationships. And going forward, interpersonal skills became a key part of the skills that I demonstrated in my working relationships.
So you started working on the soft side of
the soft side, yeah.
How did you set about doing that? Because obviously that would have been a departure from what was the norm for you.
Yes. I had feedback played a big role in this. And for me, I feel feedback is a gift. Nobody has to tell you anything. That's what I believe. So if somebody sits you down and tells you a few things, I see it like God speaking to you, to be very honest with you. And that happened to me. A senior person I really admired called me one day and said, no doubt about it, you're very good at your job and all that, but you need to watch this and that and that and that. Because at the next level, people like to work with the type of people they like. They want to get along with them, So you need to work on certain things. And don't worry, I'll be your coach. I will prompt you when you are going astray, and when you are doing well, I'll let you know. So there was a deliberate effort to work on those things that were causing me trouble then. And I think it worked, really, because the first thing is to realize you have a problem. And it's halfway through, really, once you realize you have a problem. And the other half, it's easy.
Now let's touch base at Accra International Conference Center, where Sheila Tamakulu is standing by to give us an update on what is happening. Sheila, take it over.
Charlie, Maka, you small clothes, yes? Yes. Okay, a pleasant afternoon to our viewers and welcome to the Accra International Conference Center, where the 7th edition of the Multi-TV Habitat Fair is going on live right here. For a prospective homeowner, this is the place to be, because when you buy a house, right from your financing to furnishing to buying the home, it's covered. We are here in front of the SETI Realty, one of our major sponsors, and we are going to find out from them what offers they have for us. Okay, so I'll be joined here by... What's your name, sir?
My name is Seth.
Okay, so Seth, what is your expectation from today's fair?
My expectation is to make more sales. That's my expectation.
Okay, so making more sales, how many clients have you seen coming in so far?
So far, roughly 100 clients has visited my stand now.
Wow, that's pretty much impressive. So after this, you're hoping to sell about how many houses then?
A minimum of 10, maximum of infinity.
Okay, so what has been your impression of today's fair compared to previous ones?
Oh, today's fair has been so far so good, but it has been very successful comparing to the previous ones. Though we have learned so I think now the publication was good, therefore we are also receiving good clients.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're moving on to other stands, looking at the various offers, various things you can find here. And I'm going towards Superlock. They have security doors for you. So you build your house, you definitely need one of these doors for security purposes. Okay, good afternoon.
Afternoon, welcome.
So, thank you. Can you briefly tell us what you have available here today?
Like a package that we have when you come to our stand. When you change your existing door to STL doors, we'll give you a very good discount. We are also giving free installation and free delivery in Accra and Tema.
Okay. Now, in terms of clientele, how many people are you expecting today?
At least not less than 60 clients.
And in terms of sales, what are the volumes you're expecting?
I'm not expecting anything less than 20,000 Ghana cedis from a client that will come here.
Okay, well, great. Thank you very much. Okay, so you just heard that they're expecting about 20,000 Ghana cedi. And these are the kind of doors you are getting today if you should come here from Superlock. Security doors, highly secured. Okay, so we are moving on. And as I told you, I mean, you are totally covered. You've seen a security door, we've seen the house, and here we have some artificial carpets as well. So, sir, good afternoon, sir. Okay, what are you having here today?
We're selling artificial grass here, artificial turf here.
So what should your clients coming in be expecting? What are the offers you have?
Well, so far in Ghana now, we have the best price, the lowest price ever, and then artificial grass comes with, you put it there, no mowing, no watering. You are not going to spend any money on maintaining it. It's just there for you. It doesn't fade green ever.
Okay, now you talk of you having the best prices. So can you tell us some of the prices here?
Exactly. We have this type. This is 8 cedis per meter square. Yeah. But now I don't want to go into the prevailing prices in the market, but it's the best so far, 8 cedis per meter square. Yes.
All right. And what has been your impression of this fair? Do you think it's very great?
It's really going well. I'm really amazed. The patronage is very going well. They are really coming. I can see the big men and the big women here, and they are coming in. I'm happy. We are making it. Yeah.
Thank you too for your time. Okay, so that was Letter International Limited with their artificial grass there. And we are moving on. So you build your house or you buy the house, and talk of your furnishing. I mean, you definitely need electronics. So we are here at Electroland Ghana. Look at that amazing washing machine and the fridges. I mean, can you tell us a bit about what is going on here today?
Okay. We are actually bringing in more products. This is not all that we have. We have a wide range of products. We have side-by-side fridges. We have air conditioners in different kinds and different shapes. We also come along with different microwaves, as I said. We have different TVs, SUHD, talk about SUHD, LED, UHD, we have everything. Electroland is more or less like a bring home quality product kind of company. We have our stores all around Accra. We have about 13 showrooms across the region. We also do service center duties. We bring home our technicians and fix your products for you just in case they go faulty.
Okay, so let's give our customers a feel of what you have here today. What can you just tell us a bit about this wonderful machine here?
Okay, this one is what we call the Active Wash. This is a 16 kg washing machine. Actually, you can do your pre-wash with your hand very quick right here before you finally put it into the basin for the full wash to actually take place. It has a quick jet water that will bring in the water for you, so then you don't even need to even squat or be by a basin to even do your wash anymore. We want to say no more back pain, no more going to the hospital for drugs and everything. You can just do your washing right here and then you're safe. We also have the fridges. We have these ones. This is what we call the new twin cooling system. We have a separate fan for both the fridge and then the freezer. So now your bad odor and everything doesn't come into your fridge from the freezer, or whether the fridge into also the freezer. It has separate fans for both places where we can use. And then it also comes with a lot of space, as you can see.
How much am I going to pay for this here?
You can pay about 4,450 for this one, but we also have payment plans. We have high purchase systems where you can buy and pay in bits. And also we have a little bit of credit facilities for people who also want to sell on wholesale and then retail too as well.
Thank you very much. Okay, so you heard it all. We are here at the 7th edition of the Multi-TV Fair, and as you saw, you are totally covered. Right from the building to finishing and everything, you are covered. We even have banks here like NIB and Ghana Home Loans, like I stated earlier, when it comes to your financing. So make it a point to be here. The fair is going on from today till Sunday, so make it a point to be here. Reporting for Joy News, Sheila Tamaklo.
And that was Sheila Tamaklo bringing us up to speed on events happening right there at the Multi-TV Habitat Fair, right at the Accra International Conference Center. If you've not yet visited, this is the right time for you to be there and shop for yourself, like she did indicate earlier. From land right there to financing, everything on the value chain is captured. So all this and more, you can find it there. And that's why we bring it down the curtains on the program today. My name is John Kojo Amwakuba. You can still stay interactive with us. Our Twitter handle is Joy Business, and on Facebook it is Joy Business GH. And also you can find more business stories from myjohnonline.com/business. Have a very wonderful weekend and a very nice Friday.